Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats. The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arizona's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Arizona in a hurry. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Boise State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent.
Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Broncos! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
There he goes. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Arizona right back to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know,
just steamrolling the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires left, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boise State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Arizona in a hurry.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. All kinds tons of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They just keep firing. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Broncos come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Broncos are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. The blue turf wobbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Arizona comes out with another first down.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. The give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Arizona right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Angulo. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Arizona runs out the punt team. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Back open in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Boise State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a crease. It's O'Neal. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's man. And they get him down. The Broncos want to move quickly.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Running it to the right. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Inside the 50. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick 6 as that guy is ever going to score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's going to take off. First down and more. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Inside the 25. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Broncos! Fit it in the window for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Knocked off his feet. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Marches ahead. He gets it down to the 3 and not an inch further, and they get a stop on fourth and goal. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The Broncos backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
It's first and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we...
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.